Hello everyone, this is Sensuous One and I have some project shares. These are for Betty's Facebook group called Crafters with an Attitude, and this is my video response for the What's Love Got to Do with It YouTube hop. So we were to make 7 projects. There was a list of different things that we could use, so I'll just get right into it to show you what I did. Now I think I did go over 7, but I was having too much fun. So anyway, this is a wooden picture frame box. This is what it looks like. I got this from Walmart, and you can do whatever your heart desires to this box. So I used this and I created this. Now all of our projects have to be Valentine themed. Excuse me. So this is pretty much what I did. I used some heart papers, if you can see that, from my stash, and I cut out the pieces to fit each section. Went over that with some Mod Podge. There's some black bling trim around the top and the bottom here, and clusters of flowers on the right of each side. So the 4 sides on here, and I just put a piece of pink cardstock inside so the wood wasn't showing and didn't look so plain Jane, I guess. And I did put my little stamp on there, my handmade stamp. Created this cluster of flowers on the top. This is the top of the box. Used some doilies and different flowers from my stash, some lace trim, some pearls, and I did put some stickles on the flowers if the glitter is picking up. So, and I did finish the inside. Actually, before I put the papers on, I did use some Martha Stewart stain. It was this one here. I already have it on my desk, but it's called Wood Stain, and the color of this is right there. So I used that. Then I put the papers, and then I put the Mod Podge on top of that, and then I did the trim and the flowers. So on the inside, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. The inside did the same thing. I used the papers to cover all the sides, and the side pieces that come out right here to put the picture in, I put a mat of the same paper there, so it give it a finished look on the inside as well. And I did cover that with some of the sparkle Mod Podge. So that's the inside of the box, and the top is completely finished all the way around, and the bottom of the box I did paint it as well. It already had this little Lazy Susan on it. So this is the first project. Altered frame, picture frame, which was one of them. Another altered frame that I did was this one here. I got this idea from Tanya Himes, who used to be, I forget her name before it got changed, but anyway, she's Tanya Himes now on actually she was Sister Talk 3, that's what it was. She's Tanya Himes now on YouTube, and she had sent me something similar to this in a rack. I thought it was so cute. So I just had a regular plain Michaels frame. It was like a fuchsia color. I went over the top of that with some Princess Pink Bella paint. Added some stickles around the edges. I cut out a circle die cut, well not really die cut, a piece that would fit inside of the opening, the frame opening, and made a cushion. Added some trim and some lace around here. This is a little resin piece that I made. I just glued it right there. And then these are the stick pins. Now on this one I used some flower petals, if you can see those on there. And these actual stick pins, they came with the pearl and this top metal cap here. I got those from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. And this one here, I just popped the bead off. It was a regular stick pin. I popped the bead off and put a red rose up there. Sorry guys, I've been sick for a while and I'm trying to get over kick this cold I've had. But and then there's some flowers up here and some more pieces of trim that I had in my stash. Usually when I cut up a piece of trim or something, I'll keep the little pieces. So that's a frame. This is the altered jar I did. This wasn't part of what we could do, but I did one anyway because I was inspired by Letty, who is my little sweet peas, I believe, here on YouTube. She did some altered jars, and hers are really pretty. I did this one using some pink lace around here. I got these jars from Dollar General. They were only $1. So I add some pink lace. I put a brown doily that I got from Marilyn G. And I used some different flowers and some little... Alright, so sorry for the interruption. My son was trying to reach me, as you probably heard from my ringtone. But anyway, this is the jar that I created that was inspired by Letty. And I think it's so pretty. I added some different, like I said, sprays and some pearls, flowers, and I added some stickles on the flowers. And this is one of the little beads that come from Michael's. You get them like in a pack. I think I have some over here. I'll show you really quick. But I have mine inside this little bowl. But you get a pack of them, and they're like all different words. So I used one of those, and I just made it pretty. I think it came out really cute. So I did that. Okay. And then we were able to alter dominoes. Was part of the challenge as well. This is one of the dominoes that I did. Let's see, that's going to pick up. And it says, I love you. And two little doves that I got from Natasha's Scrapbook Corner. And some little, just some paper on the background from, I think it's from the blush pad from My Mind's Eye, I think. And I distressed the edges with some black soot. So that's one domino. And then this domino, well, dominoes, there's 5 of them here. I decided to glue them together. And I used that same paper used on the other one and added some different like flowers and flat back pearls, a piece of trim, and I put this really cute dress form. And I used those same little word thingies and put it across the top that says, My Sweetheart. So that's 5 altered dominoes that I've glued together. And then I did some, let's see, I did this one here. To me, this is like a frame, but if it's not, it's okay, because I still, like I said, went overboard with the other embellishments. But I used this paper. It was a piece from my stash. I don't remember what it came from. But I put a piece on the back to finish it off. It's up like a plaster, I guess you can call it, unfinished piece. And I stamped out this image, and I kind of layered it so it looks like she was standing in front of the mailbox. Added some little cherry blossoms on the side of her cherry blossom tree, which has some stickles on them. Used some distress paints for the background, sky area. And her dress and her shoes are paper pieced. Then after I did all that, I added some Dimensional Magic to it. No, before I did that, I added the ribbon. I added Dimensional Magic and some beads around the trim part, around the edge of it. But I think she came out really cute. And then I added this piece of ribbon to hang it. And, oh, and by the way, she's going to drop off her love letter, so that's my Valentine theme part of this. And this is the ribbon that I made. And I used this little piece here. It's a recollections piece. It's like Valentine's, 214 and a heart right there. And it'll be able to hang from this hoop right here. So that's another project I did. And then I also made some bottle caps. I had fun making bottle caps. I did a bunch of them. Not a bunch, but... Okay, I'll start with the little ones. This is the first one. I'm going to put a little dangle on the top and a little lobster claw. And this is my Valentine theme. I don't know if it's going to focus. Let's see. I love the little Bambi that's in there. And he has some glossy accents on top of it. Not glossy accents, Dimensional Magic. And I used my little punch, the negative parts from my punch, and added some little flowers. The Cupid one is a Studio G punch that I had. And on the bottom, there's this dangle. So these are my bottle caps and my dangle charms in one. So like I said, I went well over 7. But I've had so much fun making them. And plus I was sick, so most of these I just did laying in bed. Another dangle charm lobster claw on top. This is a mini Tilda. And she has a purple flower in her hair, purple heart up here. And this is on a Recollection bottle cap. It has some hearts on the back. And this pretty dangle on the bottom. And then I also did this one. I thought this little teddy bear was so cute. It reminds me of like a baby's room or something. Look at that little, actually it reminds me of like one of the little Tilda bears. That is so cute. And all the caps that are, alright, sorry about that guys. I should have learned from the first interruption that I should have put my phone on airplane mode. So it's on there now, so no more disturbances. So as I was saying, the pink, it's the Princess Pink Bella paint. I used that on this one and on the Bambi paint on there. Added a little bow, ribbon bow here, and a little flower. I wonder if it's my flash making it look like that. Yeah, it is. Sorry. There we go. And I added this dangle charm on the bottom of here. And this is on the Recollections bottle cap as well. Has some little hearts on the back. And then I also did this bottle cap here using the mini Tilda. I love working with her. She's actually the mini Tilda with apple wreath. And I showed a previous video on how I cut it out and make it kind of my own a little bit. But I gave her a bouquet of flowers, and inside the flowers has some hearts. And I painted this also with the pink, Princess Pink Bella paint. Topped it off with some Dimensional Magic. I made this dangle, and then I tied some fibers on here and some seam binding. And this one doesn't have a loop on the top, but I did add a magnet. So it can hang from like a file cabinet or a refrigerator or basically anywhere that's metal. So I thought that was really cute. And then my last thing that I did was this bottle cap here. This was a Christmas bottle cap I got from last year. So I just used the same CC Design stamp here. I used the paper from the My Mind's Eye blush on the back. And I also used the same paper to paper piece her dress. And colored her up with Copic markers. Masked her off and matted her in front of the mailbox. Colored all that up, topped it off with some of the Dimensional Magic that has a glitter in it. And then on top of here, I used some of this trim. It goes all the way around. And I used a piece for the loop up top. And I tied some seam binding and added a little belt buckle embellishment and put a pearl in the center. And then on the bottom I tied some more of the same ribbon trim that's on the inside of here. Added a little pink flower, and then I made this dangle charm on the bottom of here. That was so cute. Alright, so those are my projects. And thank you, Betty, for such a fun challenge. I really enjoyed making all of my goodies. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with them yet. But I had fun. I had tons of fun. And I have a bunch more of those little jars, thanks to Letty, that I'm going to alter up. So thank you all for watching. And if you haven't already checked out the hop, there's still time. I believe it ends tomorrow, which is the 14th. But you have to follow either round 1 or round 2 and complete the challenge and have your video posted by the 14th and email Betty with your link. So I thank you all for watching, and everyone have a great day. Bye.